What's up, Sarsaparilla? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys, to another Love Island review. Before I get into the video, I'm just going to ask you guys to give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Welcome, guys. So I made a few notes. You probably won't be able to understand this handwriting. I probably won't be able to understand my own handwriting, to be honest with you, because I wrote them so quickly. But I did make some notes because there's a few points I want to touch on. But can I just say, please tell me someone clocked that Emma basically trying to get Harry to play the game with her to see if they can win. When Harry said to Emma, you know, what gets me is we don't have long left. And she laughed and she said, I know. And then she said, Harry. And he's like, what? She's like, I want to tell you something. And he's like, what? She's like, I'll tell you later. Right? And then she tried to use code. Right? And remember, Harry said to her, so what's in it for me? And then she went, well, you get to spend some time with me. She's trying to get Harry to play the game with her. And play the game is basically him trying to mess about with her. And then they try to see if they can get together to see if they can win it. Now, Emma is the biggest game player in that villa, right? We could see from early on where she tries to insert herself into situations. Look when Tommy and Lucy got dumped and Helena said, I can't believe it, I just don't make no sense. She went, guys, I'm still here. If you guys don't want me here to say it. Nobody was talking to Emma. Nobody was. When she went in, she kept making things about her. Oh, I know Harry. I know this, da da da. She had a little tiff with Connor because she keeps saying that I know Harry, da da da. Even the conversation with her and Boris, when Boris said to her, why do you care, you know, whether about Harry's future, whether it works with him and Ellen or not? Because I care. We've been together for 5 years. Nobody cares that you guys have been together for 5 years. You obviously came in to do it for a game plan to try and use the fact that you guys were together for 5 years to try and see if that you can get together, try to play with the viewer's mind, manipulate them into thinking that this is a love story that didn't end fully, right? And you come back and you reignite and now it's perfect. Emma is playing a game. Also, clock the fact that she went into tonight literally getting into every single thing. She's trying to make a name for herself. She's trying to go out with an on top in an explosive way to be remembered. This is what Emma is trying to do, right? She's trying to stay relevant. And I've always said the way she keeps getting involved unnecessarily, she's trying to stay relevant. Even when she was like, when she got the Helena and Dijon right, she's like, I told you. I told you, just like I said, the extra commentary that she keeps making, she's doing it because she knows it's crunch time. She's got 2 weeks to make an impression. She's got 2 weeks to stand out and cause a riot in that villa. And this is exactly what she's doing. Now, to say that and to say this, we need to get this girl to exit the villa, you know, expeditiously, as T.I. would say. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she's playing a game. She literally was trying to get Harry to play the game with her. Now, even when she went over to have that conversation with Helena, why did you pull Helena? And she's saying to Helena, well, you know, I never thought that we would be getting back so soon. At no point did they agree to get back. They didn't. Yes, Harry's been flirting. She's been flirting. Even when she was sitting down, you notice how she placed her hand on Harry's legs. You realize she placed her hand. She's flirting with him. And I told you guys she's been trying to flirt with him because she's trying to get him to turn towards her so that she can use him in this game for her to win. Right? She went over to Helena to try and tell Helena that, you know, I always saw me and Harry getting back together. I just never thought it would be this quick. You and Harry has not made any conversation. You've not had any conversation about that. You've not even fully agreed with it like that. He even said to her, you know, I didn't come into the villa to get back to my ex. Now, Harry is what I said to you guys. Harry will not, even if he's not interested, he will not say that he's not interested because he won't want to hurt her feelings. However, I know there's always going to be feelings there. You know, you don't shut off your feelings like that. But at the end of the day, I feel like Emma has been putting it on Harry a lot more. And Emma is not putting it on Harry because she wants to necessarily get back with Harry. She's doing it because she wants to have control of the fact that, yes, she can say to, Helena to say, listen, I told you, you know, this love is gonna come back. He's gonna come back to me. Remember, she said it earlier, a few episodes ago, to somebody to say, listen, I think it was to Andrada. If I wanted Harry, I could get him back just like that. But guys, please comment down below. Tell me that you guys clock when she's trying to get Harry to play a game. Please tell me that you guys clocked. Honestly. Even the conversation that she said she did with Helena, completely trying. And we're going to see a lot more of that where she's going to try and get involved. And I don't understand, because she spent the night in the hideaway with Boris. And you know what? Funny enough, when she was talking about the hideaway and Boris, I thought to myself, she's a bit too eager to go into the hideaway, almost as if she wants to create some kind of relevancy with her name attached to it. Like, I was thinking to myself, because obviously the whole thing with Billy Kiss, I think she wanted to cause some drama. She didn't get it there. So now she's trying to see if she can shift the drama to be with Harry and Helena, and with her, right? And she's trying to use that 5 years that they had, right, to try and win with that. But I heard her she's literally trying to tell them to play a game. I don't know whether they said it and they cut it out or whatever, but you can hear even Harry asked, what's in it for me? Game player. And it looked like her and Boris got up to something, so I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Well, it looked like a lot of people got up to something, because even Meg that claimed that she and John has done nothing, that sheet was moving to me. That sheet was moving. But anyways, Emma got on my nerves, guys. I don't like Emma right now. I think she needs to go. Go. She needs to go. She really needs to go. So I'm hoping that something happens right now. Whosoever's coming in, I hope she has to choose one guy, and I hope the guy that she chooses is Cash, and then Emma goes. That's what I want in my life right now. Make it happen. Anyways, let's move on. What I will not do, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I will not do this thing with Harrison again. Harrison, me nah go on this rodeo with you again. I told you guys what's going to happen. I said once he goes over to Tony and realize that what's her name is going to move on with her life, what is Harrison going to do? He's going to try and go back. Do you know what I'm saying? I said it. I said the only way this guy don't go back is if he feels like, you know what, I've had enough. My urges are fulfilled and I don't need to go back. But did I not say that I believe he's going to go back? Okay. Right. So now he's basically trying to flirt a bit extra with Lauren. Now, Lauren, a little bit disappointed here, because Lauren is basically waiting for Harrison to change. A leopard doesn't change his spots, baby. Okay? It won't change his spots. Right? So she's telling, what's her name, that she wants him to change. Emma. She wants him to change. Sorry, guys. She wants him to change, and because she still likes him. She still wants to be with him in a sense, right? And then you see where she goes and she pulls him and she said, I'm done. I want to move on, blah, blah, blah. Harrison now pulls Tony, and he's having a conversation with Tony to make it look like everything's done. But even saying that, the way he did it, it's almost like he was trying to make it look like he was the one that's saying that it was done. But that was not the case. It was Lauren that was saying it. Even though we know Lauren doesn't actually mean it, she just acted like she meant it and she said it, right? Anywho, him and Lauren up in the bathroom. He's going to say to Lauren, I've not really flossed before I come in the villa, I never used to floss. And he doesn't know how to do it. Now he thinks he's so smooth, right? So now she want to show him, because she wants to get involved, and it's a way of being close to Harrison. And who walks in? Shakira. And Shakira goes and she tells the truth to, what's her name, as we expected it. She goes and she tells Tony and said, listen, I walked in and them two, and she's flossing him. Tony goes up and she's like, stop it. You're embarrassing me. Stop it. Now, here's the thing. Tony starts to cry. Tony made her bed, so Tony has to lie in her bed, right? Because at the end of the day, you are a good man. Cash was a good man, Savannah. He was a good man. And what you do, you go and chase after Mr. Harrison. You go run down Harrison, but confused like nobody's business. Yeah? Mess you about non-stop. Yeah? But yet still you want to give up a good thing for your unsure thing. A thing when not even know what you want. You get where I come from? So what you expect now? The problem with the situation is Tony thought that she had won. Well, let me have a look a bit of collarbone come up, guys. Osh. And I noticed it. Blows that scared Rupert. Yeah, you. But anyways, sorry guys. I just got a bit excited, you know? Weight loss gains. But anyways, but yeah. Tony thought that she had won. She thought that it was done for Lauren and thingy. She was like, I won this game. And now she's realized that she hasn't won this game. You know, she asked Harrison, do you even want to be with me? And the boy couldn't even answer. Him couldn't even answer. It was at that point that she realized that she effed up. She realized she was effed up. She said, you know what? The fact he can't even answer. He said, can I answer later? He couldn't even answer. Even with the discussion with her and Lauren and him, he said, I made up my mind. I'm actually telling the truth now. Because if I wanted Tony, I would have gone straight to Lauren and said to Lauren that I want her back. But I wanted to say to you, Tony, first how I actually felt. So this is how I really feel. Now, this is how Harrison feels in the moment. But realistically, Harrison don't know what the hell he wants. In the moment, he feels like he wants Lauren, but he don't know. Now, Tony thinks she's slick. So Tony is trying to get Lauren to not want Harrison. Because she's like, he hurt me, he hurt you. Yes, honey, but you were just willing to stay with him. And you're still willing to stay with him. Because even after the shenanigans in the bathroom, you're still asking him, do you even want to be with me? Do you see what I'm saying? And she's done it before. Every time she feels like she's slipping, she's losing her grip of Harrison, she goes and she tries to target Lauren to say, you know, why would you want to be with somebody like that? He's playing game. You know what I'm saying? He's not serious. He only cares about himself. So why don't you say that when you guys are together and stick to it and say, you know what? He only cares about himself. Because the other day when she was talking to Lauren on the thing, when she found out that he slept with her, she said the same thing. But did you leave him? No, honey, you stayed. You stayed. But all of a sudden now, he's telling you that he wants Lauren. He misses Lauren. Now you're trying to say to Lauren, oh, Lauren, you know, he doesn't want, you know, he doesn't deserve any of us. She's what she's doing. Every time Tony loses grip of Harrison, she tries to convince, what's her name, Lauren, to not go and give Harrison a chance. And you know what? It's typical, like, just like what she said on the night when Tommy and Thingy got dumped. She said, if I can't have Harrison, no one can. And that's why she wanted him to go home. And that's the game plan for her. That's the game plan for her. Do you know what I'm saying? So she's now trying to say stuff into Lauren's ears, but Lauren's not gonna, it's not gonna get to Lauren because Lauren already made up her mind that she wanted him anyways. Now, both of them is the damn fools. Both of them are damn idiots. Yamabella dashing head. Listen, we've all been a bit of Yamabella every now and again, but I feel like they've crossed over to Dumpling and Dasheen. Because at the end of the day, no boy can't do me so. Over again. And me stay. And me I give second chance. That was second chance. Me I give 6 chance. 7, 8, 9, 10 chance. What? My cat? A 9 life me forgive him? No. That could never be me. I'm so sorry. That could never be me. I'm sorry, guys. No. No. At the end of the day, Harrison is confused. I don't think Harrison knows who he wants or what he wants. He's confused. And Harrison will continue to be confused. And Harrison will continue to go back and forth like a ping pong in my play. Why? Because Harrison can do it. You know why he can do it? Because he's been getting away with it. You know why he's getting away with it? Because these girls are letting him get away with it. That's what's happening. They are letting him get away with it. Find your self-worth, ladies. Listen, I don't know where what is going on here. Because where's the barrier? You know what I'm saying? Set boundaries. Walk away from these situations. These situations does not serve any of these ladies. But yet still, why are we holding on to that? Why? Is that where the bar is? Is that where the bar is? No. I must do better. Man. I can't bother with it. But anyways, I might touch on this a little bit later. Let's fast forward a little bit. So, sorry guys, I'm coughing. My voice feel like it's going. I can't bother. Let's go to the game. Let's go and touch the game. So I just made the notes mostly of the games, right? And I just made where everybody came in to where the public voted them to be. So the hottest couple, right, in 3rd place went to Shakira and Connor. 2nd place, Billy Kiss and Boris. And 1st place, Yasmin and Jamie. I'm actually quite surprised. Well, not really surprised as such, actually, because I do think Jamie and Yasmin are kind of hot in a sense, right? Because Jamie is hot, let's say it. And Yasmin is a bit sexy in her quirky way. Do you know what I mean? You know, you think of kind of like that sexy, naughty secretary kind of way. Yes, that's Yasmin. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get it. Boris, obviously his body is really nice. I'm not gonna lie, Boris' body is bodying. Billy Kid's body is bodying, so I understand it. Shakira and Connor. Now Connor is not the best looking guy, but he has a personality, I think, that maybe catches the girl's attention. But for me with Connor, it's his voice. I'm not gonna lie, the accent really gets me, and I don't even go for accents like that, but it really got me. Do you know what I'm saying? It really did. So moving on, couple that relied too much on physical attraction. Now I didn't expect Helena and Harry to be a number one for this. I was expecting Connor to be Connor. I was expecting Connor and Shakira. I was expecting Tony and Tony and what's his name? What you called? Tony and Harrison. And I was expecting Loki, Dijon, and Meg. That's what I was expecting. Only because Dijon keeps going on to talk about, you know, I want a woman that's beautiful inside out, So I always felt like that's what it was. But obviously the public said that Shakira and Connor was in third place. Tony and Harrison, no surprise there, in second place, and Helen and Harry in first place. That's what I was surprised about. Obviously, the conversation that Shakira and Connor, maybe just Connor was saying he definitely think that Harrison and Tony was up there because he feels like Tony is relying more on the beauty of the, you know, the looks of Harrison, because if he wasn't as handsome as he is, she probably wouldn't have put up with his bullshit. So she keeps allowing him to get away with everything because he looks handsome. Now, is that the truth? I don't even know, because to be honest with you, I don't think he's an ugly guy. I think he is handsome, but his personality makes him look so ugly, right? But I don't really understand why. I don't understand why Tony, I don't know. I think he must have come in. He must have came in when she was a little bit, you know, low. I don't know. Because I don't understand. Because it doesn't even look like Harrison got that much game for everyone to be all up in him like that. I just don't know. I don't really get it. But maybe it's the look. Maybe Connor's right. Maybe it's the look. But anyways, they said most one-sided couple. And let's be honest here. I really actually... I'm really not surprised that Megan and Dijon got first. Because we all know, we think that Dijon is playing the game, and we all feel like Dijon is not really interested in Meg. We all know this, so we're not surprised at that at all. They cleaned up. I'm not gonna lie, they cleaned up tonight, but they did not expect themselves to be in the situation. What's her name had a lot to say. Emma, as per usual, but also I think Tony, no, it was Harrison that said that he felt like Shakira and Connor should be up there because apparently they asked Shakira whether she had more feelings for Harry or for Connor, and she said for Harry. I mean, it's understandable because realistically she was coupled up with Harrison longer and she spent more time with Harrison, and it's only quite new that Connor and her is kind of like trying to pursue things. So I get it in that way. However, it makes sense to me now that when Harry made the comment saying that if he wanted Shakira back, I think he made it in last night's episode, and I was going to mention it, but I forgot. He mentioned when he said to Harrison, if you want Lauren back, you can get her back, right? And he said, it's the same with me. If I wanted Shakira back, I could get Shakira back, right? So that now makes a lot of sense to me, because obviously they'd ask her. I didn't see this because that was not aired. I did not see this. If you guys saw it and I missed it, then so be it. But, you know, it makes sense to why he believes this. But anyways, the public voted in third place, Helena and Harry. Second place, Tony and Harrison. And in first place, Meg. Now, Emma, like I said, had a lot to say about it. And I think this was when she said, I told you I'm right. Nobody listened to me. Emma, nobody wants to listen to you. Shut your big mouth. You know what I'm saying? Shut your big mouth. We need to get Emma out of the villa. We need to let her go. She needs to go because Emma has literally released, like, for me and confirmed. She basically given me all the evidence that I need, because I was thinking to myself, this girl's playing a game. She's trying to ride the wave of Harry and her in the relationship. But now I've realized she is 100% trying to play the game. And you know what? At the end of the day, if you think you can play the game and try to play us for fools, we're going to show you who we truly are as the viewers. So we're going to snap our fingers and we're going to get that girl out. Okay? But anyways, lacks emotional depth. The couple that lacks emotional depth. Now, Billy kissed Billy Kiss and Boris was third, Meg and Dijon second, and Helena and Harry was first. Now, I think them basing this on, because Helena really and Harris, they don't really, they laugh about everything. Well, Helena laughs about everything. She takes nothing serious, right? And we only see the jokey side of their relationship. We've never seen them have a proper conversation. So I can understand why people would think that. And remember, Helena's not the people's favorite anyways. But I feel like with the fact that Helena's always laughing, she's always laughing. She lets Harry get away with murder, basically. There's nothing, there's no, do you know what I'm saying? There's no proper like conversations and anything. So we can think, okay, well, you know, we can see that they're trying to build on something to kind of like leave when they come out, whatever. It's just always so jokey. So they're so unserious, you can't really take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what the public is saying. As for Megan and Dijon, Meg, I should say. As for Meg and Dijon, to be honest, there's no way the public wouldn't think them. And the reason why is because Meg herself has said, we don't even talk like that. We know nothing about each other. Our conversations is mostly about me setting barriers, setting boundaries, I should say. So at the end of the day, she said it herself, and she said it more than once. So if she said it, why should we not think it? Do you know what I mean? So that makes complete sense to me. As for Billy Kiss and Boris, there's nothing there. There's really nothing there. He's not interested in her at all. And remember I told you guys, it's quite obvious that him and Emma had something going, because here when Boris is saying to Emma, I'm not going to be in a triangle, and she said, but you had me in a triangle with Billy Kiss and yourself. And he said, well, I ended it. And I'm like, well, okay, see, so that's why I told you there was things going on, but the producers, they just didn't want to show us. They failed to show us. They didn't want to show us. They wanted to keep it a secret, and then boom, make it like a explosive thing where you see him just gets up and say, okay, I don't want to be with you, Billy Kiss. I want to be with Emma. That's what they were doing. They know that the producers, they know what they're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously I understand why they would choose Billy Kiss and Boris, because there's really nothing there. Let's move on to the next one. So playing the biggest games. Third place, Helena and Harry. Second place, Tony and Harrison. First place, Meg and Dijon. Tony got dragged up in a lot of these because of Harrison, realistically. People are thinking Harrison's playing the game because Harrison is going back and forth, and he doesn't know what he wants. You know what? A part of me thinks Harrison is playing the game, but I don't actually think Harrison is playing the game. I just think Harrison is completely, like, confused. He's a lost, confused little boy who doesn't know what he wants. He sees beautiful girls and they're interested in him, and he doesn't know he doesn't know who to choose. He doesn't want to lose them all. He's enjoying this attention, and he just doesn't know how to make a decision. My friend really gave me the cold, guys. I am suffering. But yeah, I don't really think that he's playing a game, and I know it comes across it, and I know sometimes I say that he's playing a game. Yes, he's playing a game with the girls' feelings, but I don't think he's playing a game in regards to winning Love Island. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more like he's playing a game because he keeps going back and forth with the girls, and he keeps like lying and telling them one person this and one person that, and then he plays the victim card. So in that way, he's definitely playing a game, but I don't think he's playing a game to win, because if he was, he would have been more sensible, because there's no way you can win with that kind of behavior. You know what I'm saying? But he is playing a game with the girls' feelings and what the connections and the back and forth and the lies and the tweaking and the pretending and the confusing and whatever. But he's genuinely confused. I honestly believe this. But I don't think he's playing it. I don't think he's doing it to win, if that makes any sense. So Meg and Dijon, however, I feel like Dijon is definitely doing it to win. Now, you know, you listen to Dijon, he said, in the beginning, it was a bit of a game to me, but now it's not. Now, in the beginning, you've always made it look like it wasn't a game, right? So why now all of a sudden you're trying to convince us that it's no longer a game because you're serious? And the fact that Meg kept saying, well, at the end of the day, we're the only exclusive couple in there. Listen, honey, it don't make sense if you're exclusive, inclusive, outclusive, you know, low-clusive, up-clusive. No matter what kind of clusive you're clusive, right? At the end of the day, this guy is not, you know what I mean? He's not matching. His words are not matching his actions. And Miss Nuffy, Emma, we feel like so she has sugar or salt and water, she has in every single thing. She's gonna say that, oh, it's just your speech, you know. I just feel like they're just not genuine. Your speech, Emma, you're right about that. His speech don't come across genuine. I'm not gonna lie. His speech, it just feel like he's rolling off the tongue, right? However, Emma mind the damn business, because right now I'm gonna like you either. Yeah, I'm gonna like you either. Anyways, Helena and Harry. Ellen and Harry, they got voted in third place. And you know what? I'm not even gonna say again that Harrison is playing a game to win. I feel like Emma's trying to get him to play the game now to win, but I don't think he's playing the game to win. I think that he's just messing about, and Harry's just in there for the free holiday, trying to live his best life. I think that's what it is. Harry as well is also confusing. That man is confused, and I'm hoping that he sorts himself out now. He told Helena that he won't talk to Emma anymore. So let's see. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they will. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of like unrealistic for him not to be talking to Emma when they're in the villa together. It won't make any sense, and I don't think it's fully possible, to be honest with you. But, you know, he said, okay, but I don't know why he agreed to it, because now if she sees him talking to her, it's going to be an issue. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think, yes, I understand why she said it, because obviously, you know, if Emma is trying to play a game and Emma's trying to shit stir or whatever, at the end of the day, why are we talking to her still? But it's in the villa. What can you do? You can't do anything about it. They're in the bloody villa and they're in there together. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be awkward if they just walk around, nobody talking to nobody. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, Emma was the one that said these 3 names for the playing the biggest games. And she was saying that, listen, it's not the girls, but mostly the boys, because of how they've been messing about with the girls and how they've been saying things and doing things and whatever. It just comes across unserious. Now, Emma is really trying for her 15 minutes of fame to be extended, girl. Are we going to extend her 15 minutes of fame? Listen, we cannot make Emma slide in there longer than she needs to be, because at the end of the day, not being funny, Emma is really trying to stay relevant, and right now she's trying to stay relevant, and she's made it her duty to shit stir, and she wants to do that in the next 2 weeks. And the fact that she wanted to do it so badly that she's trying to convince, and she thinks that she can convince Harry to play it, the fact that she thinks that she can talk in code to come forward somehow, we know where the pan, girl. Bye. We not fall feet. We not fall feet. Me, no. But anyways, I'm so sick and tired. So sick and tired of this situation with Harrison and Tony. And I'm over it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so over it. You know what I'm saying? I just think it just needs to be done. Truth be told, Lauren is gonna take Harrison back. She will take him back. She went quiet when Tony was talking. When Tony was saying to her, you shouldn't, he didn't deserve any of us, Tony. Mind your damn business, because he never deserved you and you're still good here. But now she feels like an idiot, because guess what? She gave up something good with Cash. And Cash don't even bat an eyelash pan Tony. May I beg you, please and thanks. Come, we get back to the please, may I beg you, please and thanks. Yeah? When I want it, we don't, but don't do it at all. But anyways, I think I missed out on this one. And they said, which couple is coasting? In third place, Jamie and Yasmin. In second place, Billy Kiss and Boris. And in first place, Megan and Dijon. I don't understand why Yasmin and what's his name is in there, because I don't think they deserve to actually be in there, to be honest with you. Because I feel like coasting, or maybe it's the representation of, or the meaning that we're interpreting coasting to be. But I don't think that, maybe it's that they're having smooth sailing. Maybe that's where it comes in with Jamie and Yasmin, because they've been having it smooth since they've been in there. Sorry guys. So maybe that's what the situation is. But if it's in the way where you're not moving forward, quite a lot of them not moving forward, because Harrison is not moving anywhere. He ain't going nowhere. So, you'd think that him, do you know what I'm saying? A lot of the other friendship couples that, but when it comes to Meg and Dijon, I feel like, did we pick on them quite a lot intentionally? Or do we actually mean some of the things? Because it depends on what coasting means in this bit. Because when I think of Meg and Dijon, the coasting that I would think about is waiting for somebody else to come in. Actually, I take it back. Or he's just staying with her, trying to ride the waves until the end. Coasting, coasting to the end to win. No, not necessarily wanting to be with her, but he's coasting to the end. Actually, you know what? I take it back. It makes sense. Billy Kiss and Boris, though, I guess the coasting would probably be at the beginning, when Boris basically chose, what's her name? Billy Kiss, when he chose to pursue Billy Kiss, right? Because realistically, Billy Kiss said as soon as she chose him, the spark went. So realistically, he only did it to stay in the villa, which confirms my my thoughts initially, right? So he only did it just because he wanted to stay in the villa, and he saw Billy Kiss as his ticket, unfortunately. Was there any more questions? Let me check to see if I wrote any more questions. No, I think that's all. But as we can see, there's going to be a new bombshell tomorrow. And she's coming in smoking hot. I think that definitely going to be a twist. Remember I told you they set us up good for the Thursday, so they leave us in a cliffhanger on the Friday. They just set us up. So here comes the cliffhanger, right? So I'm thinking whether they're going to tell her that she needs to choose somebody to recouple with. And I'm really hoping that she chooses to take Cash, because Cash is a good soul, is a good guy. And if she takes Cash, I hope they dump Emma, because I want Emma to go. I'm sick and tired of Emma. And Emma is playing a game. She's playing a game. And she wants to play this game to win. See, she even mentioned about, oh, when they're talking about the house, she's like, well, if we win, we're going to need the money to do da-da-da. And I'm just like, see? She's trying to play the game to win, y'all. Are we going to let her think that she outsmart us? Because I'm not going to. And if there's a way for me to vote for her to leave, well, they're not going to say vote for somebody to leave. They're going to say vote for your favorite couple. But, guys, if that's the case and we're voting to save somebody, let us not be Emma. Let it not be Emma. At the end of the day, Emma needs to come in and make her own name. And she's riding the wave of Harry. And then now she wants to come up with a plan to try and manipulate and patronize us into winning. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. But anyways, guys, if you've gotten to this far in the video, yes, and you're still here, please, if you haven't yet thumbs up the video, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe. Guys, I can hear my voice. My voice is acting up. I can hear it. And I do not want to lose my voice. And I'm so pissed off because the last time this happened to me, I lost my voice for about 4 days. So hopefully this is not the case for me. I'm going to go drink some water and hydrate and all that kind of stuff. But guys, I hope we have a lot of discussions in the comment section, because I hope I'm not the only one that clocked it with Emma tonight. Okay, so comment down below and let me know what you think, because I can't be the only one to clock it. I'm so sorry, but I cannot be the only one. Okay, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next review. But for now, keep it sassy licious.